So this is portfolio layout 1 part 7 or G after F with it. So portfolio, this is part 7 or part F. I'm about to link the style sheet to the template. Now you recall, before we move on forward on this thing, make sure your code, if you want me to pause here and freeze the screen, make sure you have this to responsive act media that you need to have, and the other one is the asterisk in the body for the entire page with it. So please add in the appropriate, if you need to freeze the screen, and make sure your code looks exactly like my code before I move forward on it. Now it's time. After you do that, if you flip back and click on the template v1.html for me, this is an external web page, and this is where we link the page. If you recall, what was that link with that says link? Remember this? For an external page, and we do what is the attribute with it? So the attribute that you would actually use is the style sheets with it, and you remember you had to have the rel, and you do style sheet for relative for style sheets, and you're going to link it to the reference with it. And the path from template to CSS is that you have to go through the subdirectory of CSS, right? So you have CSS, and you're gonna, after you do the / you're gonna see the style CSS, close that off with it. Again, you need to save this template for me at this stage. Save it. Alright, so right now it's saved, and we want to take a look at this in the browser, see what it looks like. So right mouse click on it, open in a default browser that you have setting, and it looks like this. Now I have H3 header 3, that's why it's all crammed in here with it. I should have used something smaller with it, but your 5 images should have something like this layout with some space between it. Your welcome portfolio with a horizontal line, and one big image with it as well. So this is what you should get, is something like this. Alright, I want to pick up this later on and talk to you about the links that comes into as well. So let's do that right now, since we have the studio on here with it. So this is just a template. That's what you're doing with it as well. Between your body tag, let's say I want to come up here after line 8, right before the div class main. I want to get into mainly after the horizontal rule. How's that one? Let's do it right here. Right, this is a good place right here. I want to put in center, and let's do the home. In the home with it, we're going to actually do an anchor link. We haven't created this. Remember now, you're going to do an anchor link, and you're going to do href of reference to, let me take this out, so href, and I'm going to link it to the index.html, which I haven't created yet with it, right? Come out to the right of that, closes off my anchor, and then with it I want to just do home, and then I want to come to the right of this closing of the anchor tag, right between the closing of the A tag and the closing of the center tag. And if you recall, I'm going to give it a couple of spaces in here. I'm going to use ampersand NPSP. Remember what this is? This is a space. So I'll probably do a few, like 3 of these things, like a little cushion pad. I'll tell you why in a second here. Then I'm going to do a shift / that vertical line, and I want to have 3 spaces between here and here. Okay. So the next one I'm going to have is contact me. Now technically I should have case studies or something along that line with it. But I'm just going to do 2 links with it right now with it. So right now in between here, I'm going to open up an anchor link with it. So href equal to, I'm going to create a web, I haven't created a page called contact underscore me.html. Close that link and close my anchor as well. Okay, so this contact me, when I look at it, this is the contact me.html, and this is the link that actually it's going to link to. I haven't created these 2 documents yet, by the way, so it's going to be, I need to put a quote, close my quote off with this right here. Okay, so that will puts an underline that there is a link on there as well. So this is what we just put in as the center of this link right now with it. I'm going to Control S, right mouse click on the template to see what this thing looks like. And it kind of looks like this. There's a home and there's a contact me. You realize when I click on this, there's a broken link right now because I haven't created this, right? So what I like to do is go back here, and we're going to take the template that we have. We're going to do File, Save As, like we did in our fictional e-commerce site. I'm going to call the first one index, right? It's going to save as an HTML for me, so just type in index, that's all you have. Put it in the same directory, same level as a template v1 for me. That's one. And then if you want, take the second one, take that template that you just looked at right here. I open up the template again, just do File, Save As, and this time we're going to call it what? Contact Me underscore me, right? That's all you put, contact underscore me, and you put that in here. Now, you're going to have to clean up the contact page with it, so let's start with the index page. You want to leave that here. Put everything else in the contact page. You can take out the whole content of the columns inside it because you don't want to show that, right? So just take that out. There's no need for me to actually have this part right here. So the basically on your contact, this is what you will have is, you know, your resume, your portfolio, but you should have something in here. Is my point, right? I mean, you could leave maybe a box of before I take all that out with it. You know, you can clean this up as much as you want. What you don't want to use, it's up to you with it. But I will at least leave like 2 or 3 empty spaces for you to put in your resume and your cover letter and some artwork that you want to put in here. It's up to you. Okay. So, but this is your contact me. So I'm going to save this. Now I'm going to open up in your directory. I want to open up this index page right now to a default browser. So if I clicked on home, this is what I have. I click on about contact me. I remove the bottom. I kind of left some of this to as a placeholder. So I'm going back to home, contact me. Okay, got it? I'm going to end this video right now. That's pretty much your first version of your portfolio.